Here I am in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and all of this that you see around here is actually called the city wall. It was a fortress that was built in the 16th and 17th century against invaders, attackers from that time. You know, one of the things that's interesting about the culture here in Puerto Rico, and is sort of on like a stereotype. I remember when New York and saw one of the big top plays, big musicals, and it was about the Puerto Rican community in New York. And it was about the way that the women dress. And like, is that a stereotype? You know, but some of the sort of the sexiness of the culture. And when I'm down here, I actually recognize it. So I hope I don't get in trouble for saying that. Of course, it's just sort of a generalization. But there's sort of a sexiness in the way that, tightness in some of the clothing and the way that women dress. And it just reminds me that lots of times men will say to me, well, wait a second, you know, some of these women, they dress provocatively or low cut, whatever, and tight this and that. And, you know, so it sounds like they sort of want this form of sexual harassment or these kind of things. And here's the thing that you got to remember: no one wants sexual harassment, because you got to remember that sexual harassment is something that's unwanted or unwelcome. If you know, someone is attractive and you look at them, that's fine. If you gawk at them and you stare at them, that's a whole different story. But just because someone dresses nicely or they dress what you consider to be sexually, that doesn't mean that you have any right whatsoever to be giving them attention that they don't want. And so in the workplace, and supervisors and managers have to be very clear that unless some of the clothing is inappropriate for the workplace, meaning that it's just not appropriate for business, then that gives no one any excuse whatsoever to say that they can gawk at someone or they can make inappropriate comments. So when you think about sexual harassment, remember that it's things that are unwelcome and unwanted. A compliment is not a problem. When you're looking at someone, gawking at someone or something along those lines, then you got a problem. That's when it becomes difficult. So recognize people are allowed to look nice and attractive in the workplace. Don't misinterpret that as anything wrong. If you're looking for some more information, you can go to my website, stephenhammond.ca. That's Stephen with a PH, or my resource website, which is the humanrightstrainingstore.com. humanrightstrainingstore.com. Hope you get an opportunity to come to San Juan, Puerto Rico.